Hey guys, and today in this video, I'm going to be telling you all how to speedrun. This is for people who want to learn how to speedrun, want to get into it, and this is made for complete beginners. So it's going to cover, games, it's going to cover your splits, it's going to cover timing, it's going to cover editing of how to record your runs, where to submit your runs, everything that you need to know to be a speedrunner will be in this video. So, if you like the video, consider subscribing and drop a like, and I hope this is helpful. And yeah, let's get into the first part. Here we are at speedrun.com. Speedrun.com is kind of a hub for the speedrunning community, and on this main page we have the top donators and some of the more recent stuff. And then next we have games. This is where all the games that you can run will be. There's a lot of games, probably thousands I'd say, and if you click on any single game you can see the runs and categories for that game. So you're going to want to create an account. Creating an account was pretty easy. Just follow the steps and you shouldn't have any problem with that. But after you do that, you're going to want to find a game that you're going to run. And we're going to talk more about speedrun.com later in the video and about certain stuff that you need to do on it when you're submitting runs and things like that. But now, let's get to the next topic. Alright, so the next step in speedrunning is that you have to pick a game or multiple games that you want to speedrun. And when you pick a game, the game's not set in stone that you're going to have to play this game for all of eternity. But when you're picking a game, you want to think about why you're speedrunning. Are you speedrunning because you want to be first? Then you might want to pick a game that's less competitive and then get into speedrunning, and then you can move up to games that are more competitive like Minecraft or Super Mario. But if you're speedrunning because it's fun, then you can really pick any game that you want. Just speedrun any game that you like or you're good at. And yeah, next you have to pick a category. Alright, so here we are on Minecraft's page on speedrun.com. So this is a game that I've ran before and will probably run in the future. So you're gonna have your basic categories that you have for every game: any percent glitchless, any percent using glitches, all achievements, and then some other game specific ones like that. And then you're gonna have your Guinness World Records. I think that's what that is. So in each category you're gonna have even more categories, like the version, or set seed glitchless, random seed glitchless. Those are a few Minecraft ones that are there. But each main category is going to have subcategories. And then you could also go to the category extensions if you're good at one thing in the game. So you guys can see here all Minecraft's category extensions. So I'm sure other games have these, but you just have to find the right games and the right category for you if you want to have a chance, because this is a very competitive community, which isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's very fun, very competitive, and it's just a fun thing to get into if you have some extra time. So you're going to want to choose a category that you think that you can do good in, or you think that would be fun for you. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is download a splits and timer software, and I highly recommend using Livesplit. It's what a lot of the big speedrunners use and what we're going to be focusing on during this segment. So if you go to the website just by googling live splits or live split, then you can go onto this main page, which just kind of shows you what's going on, and then you can go to the downloads page, and I highly recommend downloading the newest version. This is a version that we're going to be using. It updates quite frequently, but this is just the version that I think we're going to be focusing on today. Alright guys, so here we are live on my desktop. So this is what it's going to look like after you've downloaded Live Splits. And you're going to want to create your splits first. So you're going to want to right click and click edit splits, and then you're going to put in your game. So I'm going to use Minecraft as an example for this, just a normal Minecraft run. So you're going to want to type in your name, your game's name, and then you're going to want to select the version or any other types that come up, and then you want to select your run category by clicking the drop down. You can find your run category. So I'm going to doing any percent, which basically means just any percent. You have to finish the game as fast as possible. 100% would be 100% of the game, and then I'm not too sure what low percent is. So you can decide what time your timer starts at. So 0 would just probably be basic, and then attempts is how many attempts you do, and this will just update automatically. And then game time is the game time, so you guys can watch another video about that, because I am not sure about that, so I don't want to give advice on it. And now you're going to want to create your segments. So you can create your segments by using these controls over here: insert above, insert below, or move segment up or down. And then I don't usually use these three. So here you can add your segment name, you can add your time that it takes you, the time that it took you on your most recent run, but this will update automatically. Same with this. And then this is your best segment, which is how the fastest that you've ever done it, also known as your personal best, also known as your PB. There's going to be a section on little words like that though, so that will be there, and these three will update automatically. This you have to set yourself the first time, and then here's your icon. If you double click on this, it'll bring you to your file explorer, and you can insert a picture if you'd like. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in the basic Minecraft splits, so I'm just going to do that. One thing that I do recommend is that I recommend that you put end of run at the very last split. So instead of beat Ender Dragon, I put end of run, just so you know that that's your end. So you're gonna click. So the timer's gonna start. You're gonna click your split button, which we'll get to later, and then it will put the time here, and then same, and then same, and then once you beat the last thing and you split, then the time will stop. So keep that in mind when you're doing your splits. Don't have like the last thing that you have to do before the game ends and then your end of run thing, or you're gonna have to click it twice, and that's something that you don't want. So you're gonna want to click OK, and then here you go. And then you're also gonna want to have to go into here and edit your layout. So you're gonna want to right click and then go down and hit edit layout. So your title, that's fine. You're gonna want to double click on splits, and now so we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 splits, so we're gonna move this to 4, just so it's more compact and looks better. And then upcoming splits, you can do that, but we're gonna have all of ours since we only have 4. You can change it if you want it to be vertical or horizontal, but that's something that you change in just normal layout, so we're not gonna do that right now. But it's basically like if you want it vertical or horizontal, or opposite. I did that wrong, but you know what I mean. And then something else here, I recommend just leaving this the same, and you want to compare your splits to your personal best. So here I just started one by clicking my split button, and now if I stop it and then I stop, so I just click all my split buttons and it'll put in my best times. And then if you hit your split reset button, which we'll talk about later, and then you hit yes, then your best times are going to be here, and then you're going to be able to see if you're minus or plus on those best times. So I'll be plus on the last one. So plus is basically means that you lost time, you went slower than your best, and minus means that you went faster, and a gold means that you did it your best ever. So I'm gonna hit no, and then I'm gonna go back into edit splits, and then you can delete your best times, your times, and your best times just to reset it, and you could move your attempts back down to 0 if you'd like. So this is pretty much your live split. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is go into settings, and you're going to want to make your hotkeys something useful, something not useful, something that you can easily do. So my start/split key is middle mouse button, because that's very easy to press for me. If your game does not have that as a control, I highly recommend using that. But if your game has that as a control, then it's going to screw you up every time you use that. You're going to move along your splits. And then reset is the asterisk or multiply button. My undo split is subtract. My skip split is up. Or my pause is down. Switch comparison left. Switch comparison next, right. I'm not sure what these do, so I just set that into my left and right. And then toggle hotkeys. I am not sure what this key is, but I don't ever recommend turning that off. You can turn it on right here, which basically means that you don't have to be selected on this window for your hotkeys to work. I highly recommend turning on double tap prevention. So if you accidentally click a key twice, it doesn't do 2 splits. It only still does 1, but I wouldn't make that a practice. So these are just kind of your main settings here. These are really important because you're gonna have to click in game. So here are your live splits. So you click by using your start/split hotkey, and then you split using that same hotkey, and then you can remove a split by using your remove split hotkey. And then say you fail and you want to reset, you can reset the run by using your reset hotkey, and it will ask you if you've gotten new golds, if you want to keep those as your personal best. But I'm going to say no because I was just spamming through. And then once you're done with your splits, you can click exit, but we're not going to do that just yet. And if you want to create new split, do not just go in edit splits and redo it, because then you will lose your splits. So you're going to want to do close splits, and I haven't saved mine. So if you click yes, then it'll bring you to your file explorer, and you can save them to your spot and open them through that file that you save. But I'm going to click no, and it's also going to ask you to save your layout, so you could save that as a file as well. So I'm also going to click no. Then you click close splits, it will bring you back to here, and you can start from scratch. So those are the main things with live splits. It's a very nice program, one of the best out there, and yeah, so let's get into the next part. Alright guys, so here we are live on my desktop again. So I use OBS for recording, but you can really use any software that you'd like. So yeah, so we're just going to be focusing on OBS here. We're not really going to do too much. This isn't an OBS tutorial. This is a speedrunning tutorial. So if you want to learn how to use OBS, you can watch other tutorials. Or if you guys really want me to make one, you can comment down below and I will make an OBS tutorial. So to add live splits to your OBS capture, it shouldn't be that hard. You're just going to have to click the plus in your sources. You're going to click window capture and then just select the live splits in there. You guys should know how to do that though, or you could just add it onto your screen and then do a display capture instead of a game capture, but that is completely up to you. But you're going to want to make sure that live splits is visible on the screen with your game, like how I have it in this example here. Okay, so now that you guys have seen that, that's how you're going to kind of want to make yours look. Make sure it's not covering any major portions of the game. Make sure it's still visible. You can make it small. You can make it horizontal instead of vertical. But that's all up to personal preference. And you're going to have to record your game. You do not have to include your microphone. Or you do not also have to include desktop audio. You can do You can submit completely silent runs, but on most games it is required that you have video proof that you completed the run, because then what's going to stop people just from saying they got the world record when they didn't get the world record? They just sat there and typed in that they got the world record. So that's why videoing is required, and it's really not a hard thing. But if you guys want me to make a OBS tutorial, make sure to comment down below, or you can find other very good OBS tutorials for whatever version you're using just by searching. Alright guys, so the next step is actually getting in game, but before you do that, make sure you read the rules for your game. If you don't read the rules, then you can end up doing something, having something activated like texture packs in Minecraft, and having your whole run go to waste. So please, 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 please read the rules before you start your run. And then once you're in game, every time you complete one of your splits, you're just gonna click your split button, like I do right here, and that will put your split in, and then once you get all your splits done, your run will end, if you know what I mean. So make sure everything is all good before you start your run, because you never want a good run to go to waste. So one of the hardest things about speedrunning, like the actual playing the game part, is knowing when to reset a run and when to not reset a run, when to take risks, when a risk is too risky, or when a time loss is better than taking a risk. It's just something that comes with experience that you guys will get eventually. So yeah, just stick with it, don't give up, and have fun playing your game. And that's really the only thing that I have to say about getting in game, besides to just keep trying, keep practicing. There's a lot of games out there. Yeah, lots of different categories, so if something's not working out for you, try something else. Or keep with it, try and practice, look up tutorials, do what you gotta do, and yeah, good luck. Alright guys, so editing is it's an important topic to talk about, because please do not cut your run halfway through. Yes, you're gonna have to edit. You don't have to edit, you could just post your run, but if you do multiple runs in the same clip, then you're probably gonna want to edit them. So please do not cut your run down this middle and cut anything out of your run, because that is splicing, cheating, and yeah, you don't want to splice your runs. So yeah, do not cut your stuff. Do not cut your runs. Please do not cut your runs. If you're gonna mute out parts of your runs, either you can try and mute just certain parts, but depending on the quality of your editing software, and if you have to cut to mute that one part, if you have to cut, even if you're not moving anything around, just cutting can make the game lag a little, or make your video lag a little bit, making it seem like it's spliced, and that is something that you definitely don't want. You don't want anyone to have any reason to think that you're cheating, because cheating is pretty serious in speedrunning. So just mute the whole clip unless your software is capable of just muting certain parts without having any lag or anything that may look like a splice. So that's really all there is to say about editing. You shouldn't really be editing your runs too much, but if you want to make them entertaining by adding music, you can do that. You can add background music depending. Just read the rules again. Read the rules about what you can and can't do. If it's not on the rules that you can't do it, then you could probably do it, as long as it's not cutting up your run or doing anything that takes away from the run, like adding things on top of it, like big edits, but music is usually fine. So yeah, that's the editing part. For submitting your run, it's actually really easy to submit a run. The first thing that you have to do is you have to post it on YouTube. So if you don't want to post on YouTube, you can always make a second channel and not tell anyone about it, but you have to post it on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure it has to be public or they won't be able to see it. So yeah, so you're just gonna upload your run to YouTube. You can title it whatever you want. I just recommend titling your runs so say for this run, Minecraft any percent, said seed, and then parentheses, the time that you got, and then just, and then upload. Your thumbnail doesn't really matter. So just post it on YouTube, and then now we're going to hop over onto speedrun.com. And if you guys are wondering about the background gameplay, this run fails. I failed betting the Ender Dragon because I missed a bet apparently, and I'm just really bad at that. So this is going to be the last you're seeing of this background gameplay. I just wanted to say that. Alrighty guys, here we are on speedrun.com, and to submit your run, it's really easy. The thing that you want to do is click the submit run button up there in the corner. It's pretty much in the same spot for all games, so to submit your run, you're just going to want to click that, and then once you're in this little menu, you're just going to fill it out, fill everything out. You have to put your video link, you have to put the date, and then you don't have to put description. And then if you want to share your splits, you can share your splits on splits.io, which is just another website that you go and you put your splits. I'm pretty sure. I've never done that before though. So you just fill out everything. You have to fill out everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really easy to submit on speedrun.com. It takes more time to upload a video than it does to submit. So that's how you submit on speedrun.com, and congratulations, you've reached the end. There's only one more part to this video, and we're gonna get onto that right now. So guys, welcome to the tips and tricks section of the video. I'm with my friend Zach here. He also
Hello.
speedruns.
Yes.
So I thought it was fitting that he would give some of his input.
I kind of got Nick into the whole thing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blame me for all of the stuff that's going to be on this channel.
Yes.
Anyway, for tips about speedrunning, there's a lot that you can do, but I highly recommend either playing with a friend or playing a game that you already really like. You can't just, you have to play the game through once normally before you start to speedrun. Or at least
Yes,
once.
definitely.
Yeah, because if you don't know what's coming and like everything's new to you, then it's just not gonna work out. Like, you know.
And start off with something easier. Don't start off with like the frictional game franchise run. Okay, yeah, but just start off with something easier, and then you could work your way up.
Yeah, simple is probably the best. Just don't push yourself.
Yeah, you don't want to get burnt out.
I would recommend streaming the, game that you're playing. If you start streaming and nobody's watching, that's fine. But just the more you keep doing it, the more like channel or the more audience you grow, the better it'll be. Just because it'll give you some reason to actually come back to the game instead of just, I don't want to play anymore, so I'm not going to. And like make a schedule. Don't just say, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do it once," and that's about that.
Yeah. And something that happened to me is don't attempt to run if there's one part that you can't do. If you can, you should practice that part first to make sure that you can do it. It's possible for you before you sink a bunch of time in mastering the other parts of the run, and then you get to one part that like you can't get past, so it's just like a waste of time.
Oh yeah, so
like with that Minecraft run I was doing. I can't one cycle the Ender Dragon for the life of me.
Yeah, just practice, practice, practice. It'll make everything easier.
Yes, don't give up. Alrighty, guys. This is the end of the video. Well, I hope that you guys did enjoy or did learn something. I hope I hope this helped you out. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you're new to speedrunning, welcome. We're pretty new too, but I just thought I might make this because it's kind of hard to get into, not knowing anything. But, so, yeah, I hope that you guys did all enjoy this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. It means a lot. Most of my viewers aren't actually subscribed, according to the statistics. So, if you guys could subscribe, that'd mean a lot. So, I really do hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Links down below. And my name is Spider Monkey, and I'm signing off. Peace, guys.